All right, welcome back. This is a patrol story. Actually, it's a gang story. And, we, as a gang unit, I was working over in the west side of the city over there. You try to arrest these gang members for anything you can. Knife, pot, stolen car, you really won't find big crimes unless they committed a shooting or something. But you want to nickel and dime them because they hang out in corners, they get shot at, or they get in cars and go out and shoot. So you want to stop this. And to do that, you have to make like beer arrests, switchblade. We've had them for firecrackers. They're gang members, so we need to do a little extra enforcement on them because they're the ones that cause all these shootings. So I hear about gang shootings. Well, if they're not in the street, they won't get shot at, and if not driving around, they won't do the shooting. So if you eliminate that part of it, it helps. So one of them was beer, and I had a lady partner, and we went out one day, and we're at a gang spot, and we see a couple of guys that have beer, and they're gang members, and they're like 19, and they see us, and they drop the beers, and they split. Well, one guy got over a fence and was like a gazelle. He was gone. The other guy got trapped, and we caught him. Okay, he had he had a shaved head, he had a couple teardrops under his eye, and he was 19, and kind of frumpy looking, not really a macho looking guy, kind of like almost like an office pogue, engineer look to him. Really strange. He wore glasses, but he was a gang member, had tattooed out everything. So we had a beer on him. Okay, so we took him in, and we're processing him, and it's a gang member, and they have no ID, so we have to find out who they are, and then since they have no ID and they are gang members, we have an option: write them a ticket or put them in jail. Well, we chose always to put them in jail because we wanted that posture. That want them to know that anything they do, they're going to go to jail, not get a ticket. This isn't like writing a college student a ticket for having a beer. That's different. They're not going to go out and rob and rape. Okay, they're going to go to school. College kids, they got things to do. They don't have time for this nonsense. Commit crimes. But the gang members, that's all they know. That's the difference between the two. So while we're processing them, a couple of guys, my guys, come in. They go, "What do you got?" "Oh, we got some." "Oh, this guy for beer? Oh man, why waste your time?" I said, "Well, you never know. It's it could, right, whatever." And they walk out laughing. I said, I looked at each other. Well, we made a lot of beer arrests, and we thought, well, we'll just do what we got to do. Okay. Now, in the process of this, whenever we had gang members, we took photos of them, and we put photos in a big album. Under each gang had an album, binder. So that way, if there's a crime committed by a gang and they give a description, we can go to the binder, pull out different photographs, put it on 6 photograph, what they call a lineup, and then show the victims, and they can see if the guy's on there, and then we can solve a crime. We did this all the time. It's just routine. It's part of what we do. So we took his picture, put it in the file, and booked the evidence, and we're off and running doing something else. That's what we do all night. Later on in the night, we got somebody with pot. We do that, and that's what we do. That's our job. So 3 or 4 days go by, and we're off on Sunday, Mondays. We come back on Tuesday, and we come to roll call, and there's our supervisor with a big smile on his face, and he goes, "Hey, I want you 2 guys, me and my partner, to go with me. We're going to go upstairs and talk to robbery detectives." "Oh, okay. Well, you need to look for somebody?" "Oh, no, this is even better than that." "Weird. Let me tell you what happened." Okay. Well, we were off. 2 guys went and committed an armed robbery at a local diner. It was an old-fashioned 60s diner that they had redone. They went in there and committed an armed robbery. One guy with a gun, the other guy taking the cash, and they went out and they took off. And they gave descriptions of these 2 suspects. And one of the ladies said that one of the suspect with the gun, looked like he could have been a school teacher. He wore glasses, shaved head, had 3 teardrops on the side of his head. Okay? So they said, okay, fine. They took description. Then they went down to, where did they go to? They went to our gang unit, and we were off. And they said, look this guy up. Well, they're going through the album. Guess what they found? It's pretty simple. We're not college graduates here. They got a Polaroid of our guy for a beer arrest. So they got 5 other Polaroids of like-looking guys that look the same. Obviously, you can't have black suspects with white suspects together. Put it on a 6-pack or 6 photo show up. Go over to independently go to the gal that got robbed at gunpoint and one of the witnesses and says, "Can you find him on here?" And they go, "That's him right there." Okay. So that afternoon, they went out and found him because they had an address. How'd they get the address? Because he gave it to us on his beer arrest. So they went out to his mom's house. He's there playing a video game or something. They run in, grab him. He rolls over and says, "The gun's in my mom's car." Mom gives him permission. They get the gun. They got the gun. They got some of the money, and they got the suspect. And they're tickled to death. Okay. The guy rolled over, gave him the second suspect. At that time, as we were talking to these detectives, they were already getting the other guy. Okay. They solved everything. So they wrote us accommodation, and we asked them we asked the sergeant, could they present it to us at roll call, because we got 2 or 3 guys that were wolfing on us for arresting a little guy probably 5'1", for just having a beer. And what does that mean? What does that solve? Well, not the beer. It solved a robbery, an armed robbery. And since he was an ex-con at 18 and a half before, and he got off on a year or whatever, he went back to prison. So, pretty good. Just a beer. And you never know what you get when you get. And that was a pretty cool little caper there. We got accommodation. We're happy. They're happy. And we walked around like a couple of strutting guys for a while. My lady partner and I, you know what? You guys don't know anything. We know what we're doing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that story. And you never know what you get from one going to the other. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye-bye.